What's up, brother man?
What's up? It's been a
Long
while.
time no see.
Yeah, it's been what, like it's probably been like 6 weeks,
It's
maybe?
been a while. It has definitely been a while since we've done a live. Yeah, it's just been busy.
Pre-football season for sure.
Definitely pre-football season for sure. Yeah, I know it's
It-
crazy.
I didn't have to be disgusted at your Niners hoodie as of yet.
What's up, Michael? How you doing, buddy?
Oh yeah, I gotta get the
Michael, I was just telling Jason, I got four Topps Chrome Platinums, and then Topps screwed up and sent me four that I didn't order. Oh, thank you, my mic. Jason, that's your job.
that is my job. Yeah, um
Did you hear me though?
so
Yeah, it's sweet.
who might be in that series,
Which series?
that in those boxes?
Oh,
Like
so
what key
basically, it's
rookies?
a Chrome version of reprint 2023 tops. So
Why does it say 2022 on?
I'm sorry, 1953 tops. My
Oh,
bad. So it's
okay.
a reprint of 1953 tops in Chrome.
Okay.
So there's like modern guys, and I think they reprint some of the older guys at the same
Okay.
time. So, but there's some I've seen a few open these. They're pretty cool, and each one is like $44 a box, something like that.
Okay.
So I think each one was what was that $170 shipped, and I just got four free ones.
You can't argue with that.
No, I always also got these, Michael. There's my two per household 2023 Bowman Chromes. Yeah, I'm looking forward to cracking these open. It should be fun.
You
I
got
got
real
a lot
live.
of yeah. I also took advantage of the 2023 Bowman Chrome mega boxes. I got four of those. Only four per household on those too. I like the per household thing. I mean, at least I can get the stuff. But I don't know. I just like more. I especially would have liked more of these Bowman Chrome boxes. But whatever. So that's that. What about you? Yeah, Bowman Chrome is fun.
So I guess should we start it with mail call? I mean, we I'll tell you well, there's a couple Michael and somebody else has jumped on. The reason we're doing this tonight is obviously we haven't done it in a while, and we're all going to New York
Comicon.
City Comic-Con with each other on Friday.
Yeah.
So we kind of wanted to jump on and talk about what the goals are for this week.
Yeah.
And
Well, we're two fellowships short, and I'm sure they have goals too, but we can
that's
certainly
true. That's
discuss. There
true.
we go.
Oh,
We got
now
Chris.
we're one.
We got a man. We got the man. So he can discuss his. Wow, nice picture. Did we upgrade?
We're both way clearer. Oh my God.
Oh, we got all four.
Jimmy comes in hot with a really clear mic
Chris,
picture.
your image is very nice.
Yeah.
I can see the details in the beard, and
Christopher, you're in 4K.
you are in full 4K. You're gorgeous in 4K. Can you hear us? Jimmy,
What?
can you hear us?
Jim, can you hear me? Chris, can you hear me? Oh, what?
Everybody else can't. Michael can hear both of us, right?
Yeah.
Bowman Chrome is available on the site, but you're only allowed four, so I've hit my quota.
Christopher, you're on mute. Well,
Yeah.
I guess it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, Chris, you're muted.
We're gonna have to do it through the chat here.
You're muted.
We we can't hear you.
You are muted. You are a mutant.
How
Oh my god.
about now?
How about now? How about now?
All right, Jim can hear us now.
I can hear him.
And we can hear
We can
him.
hear him. So Christopher is the only one.
Watch this.
Say, Chris, you are sleeping. You do not want to believe.
Crumbs.
It looks like Chris is on mute.
Yeah, he's on mute, Jim, but he can't hear us
Crumbs.
either.
Muted. You are muted, unless you have no picture of us either.
It appears to be he's looking far out into the future.
He's definitely bewildered. Oh, poor
He
Crumbs.
does look bewildered. Somebody text him.
I mean,
You can use the chat here.
yeah, just use the chat.
But will he see the chat? Because it doesn't always just come up.
I mean, it's like our group chat, our phone chat, probably. This is making for some amazing podcasting.
Christopher, why so blue?
Christopher,
We can't hear you. And
are you two are just going Friday?
yeah,
Yes.
Okay. Are we traveling together? Yes.
Sure.
I am bringing Jeff. You met Jeff. So it'll be the
Well,
four of us.
before we get in the car, you need to do a ticket check, right? We need to do a lanyard check.
I don't need to do shit. You guys need to do that. I'm organized.
You need to do a lanyard check, and
What is-
I mean, I feel like we should all do a lanyard check for one another. You know,
I don't have
What-
extras this year.
what else almost went sideways on us last year?
Nothing on my end.
Um,
Goodness.
Stuff went sideways on your end. It just didn't involve us. It involved Peach Momoko.
Oh well. I mean, I wasn't really involved in that. I had a front row seat.
You were in the line the whole
I
time.
was in the line for 3 hours. Chris, my man.
I texted him too.
Did you just go Animal House on him?
Let's do
My
this.
man.
Does he know that we sent another? We don't know if he knows if.
No, he had text
I'm
he had
calling him.
responded to that.
I'm calling him.
Okay.
How about now?
Oh,
Yay!
yes!
What are you waiting for me to call you first?
No, Delph's calling.
Good God, man. We were just saying how beautiful you look in 4K.
Yeah.
I know, right? I got a new computer and camera and everything else, and for some reason the audio, I could see you guys. I couldn't hear you guys.
You couldn't hear us.
Chris just solved the problem, the math problem from Good Will Hunting. That was what was taking him so long.
Right. That's
Because you were staring like that.
You're
You
like,
look
I can
very
do this in my
deep
sleep.
thought.
What takes you years takes me days.
yeah. It was a lot of figuring out, and I did it.
All right. Well, long story short, Jason had mentioned that this is a New York Comicon pregame episode,
Yay.
and we're going to be discussing our goals for New York Comicon this year. Chris, what days are you going?
I'm going to be going most days. Saturday might be the only day I don't, depending.
Okay.
Just because Saturday's kind of a shit show, so.
Saturday is like all my photo ops. I
Yeah.
feel like.
I'm not doing photo ops. I'm mainly there for digging, exclusives, and some signatures.
Yeah, I gotta go over if we're gonna be talking about our goals. That's definitely. I should go to my starred folder and go into my goals.
Jim, very Gary started a new series today,
Did he?
a 48 short box series,
I did see
and
that.
it's tons and tons of indie books, and so he said most of that stuff he'd have at New York Comic Con, and so you're gonna want to check out like all of your Dirty Pair and all those Adam Hughes ones that you need that are indies.
Cool.
Groovy.
Hey, Jace.
Yeah, I see them.
See him? They're right here.
You did good job. You did a thing, and you did good.
You
Well,
done did
that's
good.
half the battle.
Hey,
Now
did
just
good.
make sure they get to New York.
Yeah.
I left them at home. Wait, did that happen? That happened.
Yes, that happened.
But the good thing is we remembered when we got to the ferry.
Yeah.
All the
let's
way
get
to
into
the
a
ferry.
hypothetical had I not had my 2 tickets.
Yep.
That would have sucked.
Yeah, would have.
Well, you know what would have happened was I would have walked in, gave you my keys, and said, "You're driving home. Go get them yourself. I'm going into Comicon."
And we'd have gotten back, and you would have been in the same line.
Yeah, more than likely.
The Pichimoco line, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely would have been.
Yeah. So,
So,
all right.
wait, do you guys take a train in, or you drive in? What do you do?
We always go to the Weehawken Ferry.
No, always.
Mhm.
I have never not taken the ferry. It's just, I mean, if you're parking in the city, it's event parking, which is like $80 for the day.
Right.
I'm not doing that, and I'm certainly not taking the train in just because I'm too old for that.
Yeah. So you just drive to Weehawken?
I'll drive to Weehawken, take a 10-minute ferry, and it's what, $18, guys?
Yeah,
Is it like
Yeah,
nine,
something like
nine
that.
and
or
then
nine?
and then it's a 5-minute walk to the doors of Comicon.
Yeah,
And
even
you
parking,
could
even parking's not that bad. It's like $28 for the day, something like that. $30 maybe.
Yeah.
No, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad. And it's just, I love it's a boat ride. It's a nice, cool morning.
Who doesn't like a good boat ride?
It's nice. Not to mention, you get dumped off right at the bottom of Javits, so you just walk up the hill and you're there. So,
I like that.
yeah, it's nice.
Plus, my brother lives in Hoboken. I might crash at his crib.
Yeah, you could do that. But anyway, so Jason, Jimmy, you're going Friday.
Go on
Chris,
Friday,
you're
yeah.
going Thursday, Friday, Sunday. And I'm going all 4. I got the kid I'm bringing Nick on Saturday and Sunday.
If I could grab a Saturday pass, if I'm so inclined,
Yeah, I mean,
then I might.
probably.
But as of
snag
right now,
one on
Thursday, Friday, Sunday.
Yeah, if they ship one fast, you can get one off of eBay now. Probably.
Yeah. I was looking.
I was looking at those VIPs. I think I might try doing that next year. They're $570 for the VIP, but
Good God.
yeah, but I miss my VIP. Man, gets you some really good stuff. Me and
Next year.
Eric 2 years in a row had a blast with VIPs. We were front of the row for everything. You're watching all those little geeks just go like, well, I want to be on the front of the line. I want to be on the front of the line.
It's because none of them have $570.
Well, so you know the history behind that. They freaking complained so much that they got rid of VIP
Right.
because all those little guys were like, I want a VIP. I want to go to the front of the line. I was like, well, you paid $50. I paid $500. Big
Yeah.
difference. I get certain things that you don't. But I want that. I want what he has. Anyway, they cried enough and they got rid of VIP and they finally brought it back again.
Daddy,
But that's
I
where-
want a VIP pass now.
I told you that first day we had a 2-hour lunch with McFarlane. It was just me and 15 other people and Todd McFarlane just at our table drawing. And then he drew he autographed all of his new book and he did remarks on everything. And then the next day that was Brian K. Vaughan. We spent the whole lunch with Brian K. Vaughan.
That's awesome.
He signed a bunch of Saga books for us, and it was awesome.
Did McFarlane draw his mashed potatoes and pile of corn with a cape?
No. But what was cool, though, is the little gift bag that you got. I sold the lanyard, the poster, the print. I sold all the goodie bag stuff for $400, which means that the VIP only cost me $100. So it was worth it. You can transfer all that VIP good swag stuff all into cash to offset the price of the VIP. It was worth it.
Not bad, not
And I
bad.
Why do people want to buy the swag?
It's all limited edition. Everybody, you get the lanyard for the show that's free, but mine was a Funko Pop gold lanyard that was only limited to 50. There's only 50 of them. The print, there was only 50 of them. The poster, same, everything. Even the tote bag was limited edition. Everything was limited. And I got to keep the Brian K. Vaughan and the McFarlane books, but I'm sure I could have sold both of those for a pretty penny. So it's pretty cool. But we did the same thing the year after. It was like that one year that I paid $500 to be at the Royal Rumble in Boston. I was in the second row, and I did not know that if you're in the first 4 rows at a pay-per-view, you get to keep your chair. And I ended up selling the chair for more than the ticket, so I basically went for free.
That's pretty cool.
It is really cool. I mean, the chairs were cool. I had like Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Like each chair was like unique to the show, and it was even numbered on the bottom. But
So did you have to take your folding chair home with you?
yeah, everybody. It's like end of the show.
What happens if you've flown?
I don't know. I mean, basically, I think you wait until everybody clears out, and they're like, all right, everybody up, and everybody keeps their chair, and then you just walk out with your folding chair. It was awesome. I mean, I drove, so we just threw the chairs in the car. It was cool. So every pay-per-view, if you don't know this, if you go to a wrestling pay-per-view in your first 3 or 4 rows, you get to keep your chair.
As long as you don't hit one over one of the wrestlers' heads.
Yeah.
Well, me and my friend Gene had like the Big Show in our laps. It was pretty cool.
I went to an ECW
Oh, I'm sure that was
event.
fun.
Used to go to a bunch of those.
ECW's insanity.
Sabu and RVD knocked me over. It was a lot of fun.
That's cool. My friend Gene loves RVD.
He was in character.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Speaking of wrestling, if you guys have not watched Wrestlers on Netflix yet, like, oh my God, it's so good.
Wrestlers or heels?
Huh?
Wrestlers or heels?
No,
Wrestlers.
Wrestlers. It's a docu-series about the Ohio Valley Wrestling, or OVW, Ohio Valley Wrestling. The league out of Kentucky. I mean,
yeah?
it used to be the feeder league for WWE. So like John Cena wrestled there. I think they said The Rock wrestled there. Drax the Destroyer wrestled there, and it just kind of crazy. But now it's like, even though the quality of the wrestling is still really high,
The venue is really
ECW has really taken over that, and those
Louis-
promotions have kind of taken over being like these feeder leagues, and so it's like this very human story about the people who wrestle there and the people who go to the shows and stuff like that. It's a really cool
Oh, I'll definitely check that out.
series, yeah.
I remember, what is it? It was a new series because I always watch Dark Side of the Ring, but there was another series that came out last year. It was called Tales from the Territories, and each one was like a 4-person round table just talking about like the old school wrestling and each territory. So they would go like, the Memphis territory and Texas. They talk about the Von Erichs, and then they go to New York, and then they go to like, was it North Carolina? Was that Memphis was, or what was one of Jeff Jarrett's? I think that was North Carolina or South Carolina. But it went to everyone. They even did the Hearts in Calgary, and it was really cool. It's a really good show if you're into wrestling, which I am definitely into wrestling. All right, anyway, back to New York Comic Con. Sorry, big long segue. So what's the plan here?
So I think I'm not gonna spend a lot, but I think I'm gonna dig. I think that's my goal, to just try and knock off as many ASMs in my 200 to 400 run. I've really not made any effort all year until like really the last 2 weeks, to do anything with that, and so it's actually kind of exciting
like
once you start.
If you had the money behind,
stuff.
I feel like if you had the money behind it, you could get all of them at that show.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna freaking spend like. Why would I spend that much money when I can get them in collections left, and when I will be able to get them in collections left and right? So I'd like to dig there, if I can knock off ones I need in dollar bins, then I'll get, I'll or $2 bins, whatever they're going to have there. I'll try and work on those like later 300 ones that don't have a ton of value.
Do you
You
still
know,
have the list that I made you?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And so I actually did this little show this past weekend, and I was able to trade for some, which is the first time I've actually traded at a show, which was a lot of fun, actually.
Trading's fun.
I got a
Trading can be
stack of
fun.
books that I wanted, and traded a couple of Sienkiewicz Moon Knights and some other stuff that really had no significance and wasn't going to fly out of my boxes, but the other vendors were trying to put together those Moon Knight runs, and so it was nice to pick up some, and they had them kind of they had their books kind of undervalued, which helped me in my trade because we were doing trade straight up, dollar for dollar, so it worked out well.
I feel like trading can't be tied to any monetary value. It's usually like you got a thing and I got a thing, and if it's kind of like in the ballpark. But if you go like dollar for dollar, it's tough.
But I mean, it didn't seem tough to me at all. It was like he wanted $55 worth of books. I got 55. I
Is that
got
what
like
you guys did?
$35, and
Like-
he gave me $20 difference.
You're like, well, I'm
I
at
mean, it's
$54.50. Make sure you throw in that 50 cents. Like,
straight up. Yeah, that we did not worry about
right,
whether
all
it was like a
Yeah, that's
dollar
what I
off
mean.
or anything like that. But he was kind of undervalued, and I keep the McFarlane books continue to get a little bit pricier. Like all the McFarlanes now, they used to be really high in the late 90s, or I'm sorry, early 90s, and mid 90s, and then cooled off for a long time, where you could get them for like $5 a piece. Now they're all creeping up again. The Hulk one is like $25, and the 316 now, if you want it in decent shape, is going to cost you $75, and they're all kind of creeping back up. That the Captain America and Silver Sable book is getting a little pricier and stuff like that. So I was like, I want to try and knock these ones out off my list. I know I'm going to have to either get it in a collection or step up to the plate to get 252 and 238. But aside from that, that's really what I need.
yeah.
Because I have 299, 298, 299, and 300. I already have them. So
What's the number? How many books you need?
I need a ton.
Yeah.
I think I have 61 right now, so I still need a ton of them.
From
What-
200.
What
from
Silver
200
Sable book do you need?
Pardon me?
Which Silver Sable book do you need?
No. I was saying the McFarlane cover.
Oh.
Yeah, the one with Cap and Silver Sable. Like, there's a couple of those McFarlane books that were going for $5 for a couple of years, and now they're all of a sudden
Yes.
something. Yeah,
I have a bunch of them.
yeah, I know.
I pretty much have all the ones that you need, besides obviously 316 because I sold it. But
Yeah, I'm getting.
I think I have 2 or 3 of the Cap cover.
I got this one in the trade. I'm trying to actually only pick up really clean copies too. I don't want to just get copies, so I'm being kind of discerning.
Well, I have the one which was that's a cool cover.
Great cover, yeah.
I love Hobgoblin.
That's a classic wrestling move, the test of strength.
This one I just picked up again. I actually now have multiple copies of this second print, but it's just.
I love that second print.
I think the Silver Sable books
The Silver Sable first appearance in silver is cool.
are gonna pop, and got that one.
And the Sandman cover.
Yeah,
That
cool.
one was really clean. Got Mysterio.
Mysterio cover. I think that's not one of the only ones I don't have.
I have never seen that
And
cover
then-
before.
and
You never
then
seen that cover?
No.
Got
Cool
the,
McFarlane cover.
got the Hulk too.
Yeah.
And these were all really clean. So
classic.
so I picked those up, and then somebody else, another guy I was trading with. He just had books that, like, I don't know how he was pricing them, but like in the dark apparently. And so I picked up some books from him too. I keep picking up any of the any of the first run of. Well, he had Oblivion Song 1 through 6. He had the whole set for $6. So even though this is kind of cooled off a little bit, they're way more than $6.
I mean,
so
it's only
picked them
cooled
up
off because there's
and
not
then
any new news, but
picked up
there's still
another really clean newsstand. Now I have like 7 of Secret Wars 1 in different iterations. I actually didn't even see if this is Blue Galactus or not. Yeah, it is Blue Galactus. Blue Galactus. So I just keep picking up all this stuff, and unfortunately, I was able to get, these were all really high grade too. I was able to get this one, and I was able to get this one,
the Doom one,
which is not. I would not.
Oh.
I'm not counting this as a good Doom cover, but they didn't have issue 11, the classic Doom cover with shredded mask, and that one I really want to pick up.
Yeah, I love that cover.
Tisk.
Jim, I got this for you. This was in his dollar bin. It's cool.
Ooh, that's cool.
Frazetta, yeah.
That's really cool.
Some
Apparently,
sort of weird
his daughter
masterwork series of great comic artists.
his daughter or granddaughter is doing like in the spirit of Frazetta artwork, and it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, she did the new Vampirella.
Yeah, she did the new
she's
Vampirella.
She wrote it, and then she did. There's two variants with her artwork on
She's
it.
doing the art and the writing.
Was it Sarah Frazetta?
I think so. She's
Granddaughter.
mad talented.
We still have to do that pilgrimage to the Frazetta Museum.
We
Yeah.
do. We definitely do.
And then I traded this one I traded for it too. So this was one of the High Republic one. I don't have any delusions that I'll get all 27 High Republic ones, but if they like kind of stumble into me, I'll pick them up.
I have like maybe 10
Of
different ones. There's a
one
lot.
variant?
There's a ton.
I think I have 2.
And then I found I got this for $2 too. All these old late GI Joes, I'm just like picking them up because I have a lot of customers who like GI Joes.
All new, all ninja.
If I find those late ones like that, especially if they're in good shape because the print run falls off so much. So I traded for all
Michael's
that stuff.
asking, how is Jim adding 100 books to his collection coming along? Didn't the prize have something to do with Comicon?
Mike, he has sailed past that. Actually,
I am at like 136.
Yeah, he's gone past it.
Yeah, Jimmy
Wow.
is
But
absolutely
did it
laid
have
waste
a
to
Comicon reward?
Yeah.
Did it have a Comicon reward attached to it? I don't remember.
No, I think
as of the end of Comic-Con, I will probably have in the upper 160s probably.
Yeah, when he was trying. We thought he would probably do 100, get 100 at Comic-Con.
Oh, get his 100th at Comicon?
Yeah, I thought I might finish at Comic-Con.
Got you.
I did not.
Nice to meet goals, especially with a collection. I couldn't agree more. It is fun.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm feeling left out here. I'm the only one not repping a sports team in my.
Is Jason repping a sports team?
Well, he's got the. Is that baseball behind you?
Chuck D.
Oh, no. That's Chuck D.
Oh. There we go.
There you go.
I found something. I'm good.
There you go.
I'm not really repping the Eagles. I'm actually selling that for my mom.
Are you
Good. Get it out of there.
Yeah, really.
Bunch of flapping monkeys.
I was in Eagles country all day on Saturday.
Worst place in the world.
Yeah.
What?
Did you get
They just keep getting stronger.
batteries
Horrible.
thrown at you?
Just keep getting stronger.
Uh-huh.
Dolph, we broke your whole team in the playoffs last year. We broke them all.
It was not
Bring
fair.
us your next quarterback. We'll break them too.
Was not fair. Played a whole second half without anybody at quarterback.
Oh my God, the whiny babies! Like
Wasn't
injuries
fair.
don't happen in professional football.
Wasn't fair.
Nothing sets my soul aflutter like a broken-hearted Eagles fan.
I'm not a broken-hearted Eagles fan.
I know. That's why I'm in bad shape right now.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was sitting with my friend who's from Texas, a diehard Cowboys fan, last night, watching him just like
Cry.
as the Cowboys continue to shoot themselves, not just in the foot, but basically shoot themselves all over their body. It's just, like,
I love a good crying Cowboys fan.
holy crap, man.
Oh, everybody loves that.
It's hard to implode as hard as they did last night. So.
Yeah. All right, so Jason, as soon as you
Anyways,
walk in, you're going right for the long boxes.
Look for books. Try and pick off dollar books. I'm collecting that series, that spoof series from when we were kids. I'm collecting Batman Adventures with no delusions that I'll get Harley, but at some point in time, maybe in a collection, it'll be there. I'm doing the 17-issue Peter Porker run, which I need to upgrade most of my books because most of them are kind of rougher, and then my 200 to 400. That's what I'm working on, and Doom covers.
Yeah, I have a few Bowman books that I'm looking for.
Did you see that one that I sent you today, Chris? Boland had just posted it. It was pretty badass.
Yeah. I got a handful of Boland books that I'm looking for. I think I'm missing six books from my Airboy collection, which nobody really cares about, but I do. And Bone. That's really all I'm looking for.
Well, every Airboy cover that I see that's Dave Stevens. I always buy it, no matter what.
I don't know why.
I must have like 4 or 5 copies of it.
I don't know if it's because
I'm only missing like 6 to my run. I have almost the full. Almost there.
Did Boland do a bunch of them?
No, he did a Valkyrie cover. It's over here. It's from a Swedish book. It's like the only Valkyrie cover he ever did.
That's cool.
It's awesome.
I don't know if it's because of the documentary, but Stevens is so hot right now. His artwork I was seeing on the site, his artwork is crazy money.
What documentary? What channel is the documentary on?
Dave Stevens.
It's on Plex right now, Dave.
Uh-oh.
It was released through.
Nice.
That's cool.
That is cool.
I mean, that shop really defies, everything that's known to be good and true about textiles.
Double-sided tape, man.
Yeah, that's definitely
Double-sided tape.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, Chris.
It's a really good documentary. It's a little sad.
Sad.
It's kind of sad, but it's a good doc.
Yeah.
Where is it?
It mostly got into the fact that he is so meticulous that he just never met a deadline.
Yeah.
He just wanted to keep tweaking stuff. Oh, let me just work on this.
Which is hilarious because if you're collecting an artist and you have money, Dave Stevens wouldn't be that tough because he didn't produce as much as other artists do because he was never satisfied.
Yep. There's not a lot of it.
And it's really interesting because it's like his stuff is kind of this pseudo realism. Like it's not like it's super detailed. You know what I mean? Like
it kind of is though. It goes into that. Like
it's a lot with a little. Like what I mean? Like his faces don't have 1,000 lines on you. There's not cross hatching for days. It's like
I would put him along the same lines as like a Frank Cho. Like it's minimal lines, weighted lines, and a lot of like cross hatching for shadow and detail. But yeah, you're right. It's not like I don't know. I don't even know who to describe it as. But yeah, he's minimalist.
A friend of mine was asking, because I'm like I said, Jimmy's the artist. Like I can draw anything I have a picture of. Like I can mimic things, And I was drawing the peanuts in for last year for Christmas on all these boards at work, and they're like,
not a Bernie Wrightson.
Isn't it easy to draw? Isn't it easy to draw like cartoons? And it's like, no. It's hard to draw cartoons because they're made of so few lines, but they have to look exact. The lines have to be in the exact place to make them look like Snoopy or Charlie Brown or Schroeder. Like they knew exactly what they were doing. And that's why I think with like Dave Stevens, like knows exactly where the high contrast is to make an eye that looks like it's got a ton of detail, even though it's just like a little whoop and a pupil or whatever the case may be. So.
Did I show you guys my Steranko Valkyrie cover or a poster?
No.
No.
Ooh. Wow.
That's pretty cool.
I like
Yeah,
that.
it's really cool.
And it's signed down here in pencil.
Nice.
Isn't he from Reading?
He's always at Comicon. The guy looks like a Bond spy.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
looks
I
like
think he's
looks
from
like
Reading.
a
I
Bond
think he's
villain.
from Reading, PA.
He's so cool. He looks like Karl Lagerfeld. Like he's got leather gloves and like a monocle, and he's
got like the
seriously-
tinted Bono sunglasses,
looks
right?
like yeah, he looks like a Bond villain. He's crazy.
He's got the coiffed hair,
Uh-huh.
perfectly coiffed
When you
hair.
see him though, you're like, that is so badass. That guy's like a rock star.
Yeah, he's another guy. I think he only did like 55 covers or something like that. Period. And a ton of them were like
his Nick Fury Agents of Shield covers are like really blowing up again. Like he's finally getting like the notoriety he deserves. Like Steranko covers are so freaking cool.
I think my favorite Steranko cover is the Cap one. It's like 112, where it's a monument, like in the graveyard,
Yeah.
with Cap on top. I think that's my favorite one.
I like the Nick Fury Agents of Shield bullseye cover, the black and white spiral
Yeah,
cover. That's
yeah.
like one of my favorites of his.
Very
I love
60s,
that.
yeah.
I also like the Madam Hydra, the Hulk, and the Captain America with Hulk on it. Like that's a great cover.
Oh yeah, that is a great cover. All right, so
You guys
Jimbo,
just reminded me of what I have to do today.
you're next. What's the goal for? Are you chasing particular books, or are you just chasing? You're just chasing books you need.
I'm pretty much chasing books I need, but I am going to I'll have a lookout for a couple that I really want. That Dirty Pair that you mentioned has already.
You're bringing a lookout, or you're on the lookout?
I am on the lookout. Yeah, that Dirty Pair I really want. It's been on that list forever. I want to finish up the Zatanna covers that I need
Oof.
of his. Those are high on the list of what I would like to get done. Oh, shut up, Tybee.
Love that cat.
From that mini,
Yeah,
the one that
And
Bolin
the-
has the 1 in 10s.
and then
Because the Hughes and the Bolin covers are all expensive.
yeah, there's a few
Yeah,
other.
Zatanna cover A's are crazy expensive considering
Yeah.
they're cover A's. and they're not that old. They're not that old. They're cover A's and they're that expensive. It's crazy, actually.
If I could get any of the, I'll be looking for the 1 in 50s and 1 in 100s if I can get any of those out of the way for good prices.
Well, let me say, would you, hour one, walked into the show, would you blow the budget on a well-priced 1 in 500?
You almost did that last year
You almost
because
did
you
that
picked
last
up your
year.
you
Mhm.
picked up your mugshot one last year, right?
Yeah,
But you got that for a great price.
yeah, I
wanna
got it
say
for
you got it
$89.
Yeah, I
But
was
that's
gonna
what
say,
I mean.
say
If
you got it for
if you
$85.
walk in with $300 and right off the bat you see like a $500 1 in 100 or 1 in 500 for $300, would you not lay it down and just be like, "Well, that's my show. See."
If I could get like
Wait,
a,
can you buy me a burger at the food
Yeah,
cart?
exactly. I'll tell you
if there
what.
was
If
like
you
a,
if you
if there
blow
was like a super price for a
if
for
you
a,
if you blow your
a first print of Pop Kill or something like that,
Yeah.
maybe.
I'll buy you lunch. If you run out of your money in the first hour, I'll buy you lunch.
There's
Well,
a
here's
lot of stuff though. I mean, there's so many artists I want to see. I want to get to the Adams, his actual.
Is
His
he going to be
boots.
there?
Adam Hughes will be there. Yeah. I want to get. I have a Red Sonja limited print of his that is not signed. I'd like to get that signed. Much like the print that you just showed, Chris. It's
Fingers crossed
kind of print.
he treats you with a little bit more respect than he did the first
I know.
time. Like,
Well, that's my mom was like, Jay. My mom was like, because I told her that story last, and she was like, "Well, I would give you money for your birthday to take, but I can't in all good conscience have you spend it on that man that was not nice to you." I was like, "Oh, come on."
that sucks.
But Adam Hughes was not nice to you?
Way to
No,
go.
he was really rude.
I just don't know if this is like one of those deals where
It was a Sunday.
I've met
It was
people
a Sunday,
on
so he may have had a really
bad
long
moment.
con. He may have had a bad Saturday night. Who knows? I
I
don't.
hear in general he's pretty quiet.
He is. He's a quiet. He's one of those quiet guys, like Eric Powell. Like Eric Powell is supposedly like he's a big mouth on the net and whatever. But when you meet him in person, which we did,
We met Eric Powell in person.
he's like a mute.
Yeah.
He is such a like a shy. But yeah, Adam usually
Eric
doesn't.
Powell
He's not a
looked
big talker. His wife talks a lot for him at the shows.
That's funny.
And I would like to get a picture of him and Allison together. I don't need a picture of him and me. I have that already. But I would like to get a picture of the two of them.
You have a picture with him from the
I have a
first
picture
meeting?
from the bad time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I sort of like leaned in and got a picture.
We'll always refer to it as the bad time.
The bad time.
I'm super stoked that Yannick Paquette's going to be there.
Yeah, he's going to be there. The illustrator and creator of Black Sad's going to be there. I've always wanted to meet him.
What's his name?
So many artists are going to be there. So many.
Oh,
Like great artists.
I haven't looked at the list yet. There's really, I mean, Peach Momoko was, you can't meet her just by walking up anymore. She was part of the raffle that just happened a week ago. And I had an opportunity to get tickets for her for Saturday. I'm like, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
I don't
Jeff
even know.
Smith was supposed to be there.
Was he?
Really?
Yeah, but he had like a heart attack.
What is he doing now? Is he still doing Bone?
Mm-hmm.
Is he?
But there was something that he was doing with Bone, but I don't know. Nothing's been announced or released. I heard something,
Yeah.
but that's literally his.
Yeah.
That's what he's got.
I don't know if there's another artist that's on my radar. I think if I'm walking around and I see a moment, I usually will take a moment. Like Tinian had too long a line last year, but I mean, you walk around and you see like you'll just see Snyder there, and for some reason he doesn't have a line. Like I'd just walk up to him and try to get an autograph or a book signed. Like that, what is that? 8 Billion Genies. Like that guy had no line last year, and it was like $25.
Charles Soule?
Yeah, $25 for the book signed. I was like, I'll take two. He's like, cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's strange the timing sometimes. There's just like
Yeah.
like when I met Adam Hughes, I just walked right up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just was not having a good morning, I guess. He just
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping for you to have a better experience, and we'll just chalk it up to he was just having a bad day, which everybody's allowed to have
I'm
a bad
hoping.
day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seriously hoping that's the case, just because
Yeah.
it's like I don't understand the mentality of people who, you're getting paid to do this, but the reason that you get to do this is because people enjoy your work. So just enjoy the people that enjoy your work.
But I've seen.
I guess that's easy for me to say because I'm
Yeah.
not, I'm not famous, but
I've
but-
seen, and you guys have all seen too, when you go to Artist Alley, sometimes the really popular guys are just bogged down with commissions that they got their head down and they're drawing, and they're really not paying attention other than like whatever you see on the table,
Yeah.
and then just like, okay, whatever. So it's like not ideal, but they do that to themselves. They just like drown themselves in 4 days of commissions, and they don't even look up from their pad and paper.
I don't even understand that to some extent too. Like, I mean, I guess I understand certainly like Adam Hughes's commissions, Jim. What are they, like a grand or
no,
something?
they're
crazy?
He's telling me about that.
$2,500. So
Crazy.
I get
They
it.
are-
from the
they are-
point of saying
fully
like, I
that's
could
fully
make.
rendered, right?
They are gorgeous.
But that's
I mean,
fully-
they are
fully
full on
rendered,
covers. They're not like sketches or anything.
Yeah, that's
They're
what I
like
mean. So it's $2,500 for fully rendered. What was Assad charging for fully rendered? $1,500
I think it was like 15,
for fully rendered.
1450 or
That
something
was
like that.
in gouache too, right?
But yeah, the thing with Adams that I don't understand is that his fully rendered are like a couple grand, but he does like these headshots. They're like silhouette like from the sides, and they are cartoons. They're not his like work.
Mhm.
And those ones Allison will color for you, and she does really beautiful inks. But But like those are like $400 or $500, or I'm like, it's like a 5-minute sketch. I mean, Allison puts the most work into it, and I guess I hope what money's going to her. I don't know, but
I kick myself in the ass. Peach
but I was like, if I'm going to pay him to draw something, I'm going to pay him to draw something that I'm going to frame and cherish for the rest of my life.
That's what the $2,500 commission's for. Like, you can get whatever you want fully rendered.
He did a Vampirella a couple cons ago. Somebody did a commission. That thing's the best Vampirella I've ever seen him draw. Like, it was gorgeous. Gorgeous.
When you look at like, who's the main artist place, or the art place we go? Anthony's
comic book art. Yeah.
Like, the Adam Hughes stuff was insanely expensive. So like, you can see, like, I guess my point is, I'm not trying to say like why would they do it, because they chance to make like 20 grand over a couple of days makes a lot of sense, because I'm assuming they don't get tons and tons of money for every single cover that they do. So these are huge opportunities. But yeah, it is sad that they could get themselves to the point where it's like, oh, I got to do these 10 commissions, and I have to sit at the booth, but I don't have time to do the commissions because I am sitting at the booth, and and stuff like that. So they
don't pay their audience any mind because they're so busy doing commissions that it's like, not exactly
I've seen Jeff Takal and one of the big Daredevil artists. One of my favorites, but I forgot his name just now. Yeah, I've seen him. He was sitting there just drawing, and
David Mack.
Somebody tried to ask him a question or something. What, Jace?
David Mack?
Not David Mack. He did Marvel Knights. He did the Marvel Knights series.
Oh. Did he do the Elektra Marvel Knights too?
He may have. Oh my gosh, the name is right there.
Yeah, I can't.
I have so much of his work. Anyway, but yeah, he was just sitting there and he was just drawing. He would not bring his head up.
Yeah.
And the person that was there at the table with him was like, yeah, he has pieces done and whatever, and you have to flip through, and
they'll just like stop looking at the guy drawing, direct your attention to all the prints.
Yeah.
non-special stuff, like here's some magnets, here's a print, here I don't want a print, I want the original stuff. Like, that's why I do sketch cards, man. It's
Dolph, Dustin Nguyen, who's done Batman, and also he has a special set of sketch cards that he did just for the con.
Oh God,
and
I gotta find him.
For every you can buy a raffle. For every $50 you spend in this thing, you get a raffle submission. And if you win at the end, you can win like the entire set, and he'll give like special prints of the newest Batman comics he's done. Like, it's a huge grab bag.
Sketch card prints.
But each card is an original sketch of a Batman character.
Dolph's gonna just be like, "Here's my money, take my money."
I mean, I paid. What was it? I spent good money on it too. Like, my big sketch card buy was that Indiana Jones gouache watercolor thing. That I bought for $100 all by itself. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That's this one in the middle. That Indiana Jones, I bought $100 for that one. But I love it. Plus, you could see all the time that was put into it. Like, some of these.
If we could find that artist that you got that Thor from,
I know.
Dolph,
he hasn't been there since like the second year. I haven't.
I know.
I'll show you the one that you're talking about.
I just want to know who the artist is.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell
find his
too.
stuff again.
Chris, are you gonna go with us, or are you gonna go separate?
I am. I don't know.
That's this one.
I am. I know.
We got.
Yeah, that one. I love that Thor.
I know you love that.
Such a cool Thor.
I know you do.
Well, you guys are going. Oh, everybody's going Friday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, everybody's going Friday.
So I was gonna say, if your goal's to dig too, like, Dolph, are you gonna be book shopping on Friday? We haven't gotten to you yet. I know I'm just being impatient, but I'm trying to figure out a game plan. So like, if the three of us are definitely digging and looking for specific things, then like, if
Oh,
we're
I
if we're
have no
sim-
problem cutting off and doing my own thing. You guys can dig all you want.
I'm just
to.
saying
Yeah.
if we are digging together, then I can look for Bolin, I can look for Hughes at the same time as
Uh-oh.
looking for my stuff. Whereas opposed to like last year, I found this Scooby Doo book. I did not buy it. Then I could not remember because it's so massive where exactly it was, and it could have been the next guy got it anyway. But I really couldn't remember geographically where I was at, and so
Sure.
just trying to think about making sure we can help
You're
each
right
other
back.
out too.
But yes, to finish up my thing, sketchbooks from different artists and Adam Hughes books. Because I know at least 5 of the artists that I like have a new sketchbook for Comicon.
And then you'll be downstairs in Artist Alley at least for some point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Thursday I'll fly solo because I'm picking up my friend from the airport on Wednesday night. He's flying in from the UK for this, so
Oh, that's cool.
I'll pick Simon up, and then I'll probably hang out with him, and then just go there on Thursday because I'll just crash either in Hoboken with my brother or in their hotel room for the night.
Now, anything big? Are you trying to get your Swamp Thing, or
If it's like the Dolph situation, what he said. If I find it for a really good price and within the first hour, I might go ahead and blow my wad on that because I really want it.
That's your thing, right? That's your kind of North Star right now.
What's up, Joe?
Your big book right now.
That would be it. Yeah.
The Swamp Thing, first appearance Swamp Thing. Yeah.
The House of Secrets.
73, right?
Yep.
That would be it. Yeah, because I think that's good for us to know like what kind of book we're looking for. Like it was good because I don't think you didn't get to buy it last year, but Dolph was looking for you. What were you looking for?
Hulk
1.
Oh, right, 1. But you were also looking for Jim 83, right? Last year we were at least looking for like what does the price look like.
That was my fallback. If I couldn't get a Hulk 1, I was either gonna try to get a Journey into Mystery or a Tales of Suspense 39.
So it was good to know that Dolph's definitely looking for that, and I knew everything Jim was looking for. So we could be like, holy crap, there's one there,
Yeah. Yeah, I knew.
Dolph stood off for a while, and I was like, yo, Dolph, 2 rows down.
Because I went Thursday, and when I went with you guys on Friday, I was already like, boys, no way I'm getting a Hulk this year. So and I know 3 places where there's a Journey into Mystery. I didn't even try to get an Iron Man. I just had my sights set on Thor at that point.
Didn't the fella who the guy who had gotten the AF-15 stolen?
Yeah, that's that guy that I was looking into his Journey into Mystery.
Yeah, right. And you didn't know that one, right? Because we walked up on him, and I think we were both like, yo, there's one right there. Mm-hmm. And because he has nothing graded, so
nothing
you have
was
to
graded.
see.
That was right. Nothing was graded.
So that was the complete. You have to see. You have to take the book out. You have to count the pages. You have to look at it real.
Yeah, but did you hear how he got his AF-15 stolen?
Yeah, it was like somebody just reached.
He just went underneath the table in front with the short boxes, and I guess it was bottom row, bottom corner. Like he just crawled under his table and grabbed it. And it was that guy. We spent a lot of time at his booth too, because
because his booth is crazy because it's nothing special. But he's got it's nothing special.
Plus, he wasn't exactly looking up. He was like looking down and sorting through stuff, and he wasn't barely even paying attention. Not that I'm faulting him. It's not his fault.
You didn't see many vendors who have just straight bangers like him
raw
who
bangers
by themselves.
Yeah,
Gary has what, like 3 full-time guys because his booth is big. He's got so many books.
Well, Erod was helping out at his booth, and Gary had 2 other guys behind the scenes that were helping out for sure. Yep. So he definitely had 4 guys.
And I still found that Wonder Woman for like $70 undervalued.
Yeah,
this is a weird one.
Did you find that? Because we were digging together, and
you and I were looking together. And
I think you pulled it out, and I was like, "Yo, that price is crazy." Because I think that was your buy
it's
of
a
the show.
beautiful book.
Yeah, I think that was your buy of the show.
Yeah, that was my best buy at the show.
I barely bought anything, so there wasn't really a best buy of the show.
Yeah, I think I spent like $22 on it or something, and it's like $100 book.
Chris, the most expensive thing I bought was a Squishmallow for Lucy last year.
It's still
What kind of Squishmallow was
I
it?
have
It was Nightmare Before Christmas.
2 pillows on my bed. They're both Squishmallows. It's the softest pillow I ever bought.
Yeah,
I don't have a Squishmallow.
I
I
love
got
my
a zero.
Squishmallows.
I think it's
Both my wife and my son have multiple Squishmallows. I
Love
do not
them.
have a
They're
Squishmallow.
So soft.
That's because they haven't made a Swamp Thing Squishmallow.
That's true.
They
Once
will
there's
now.
once there's a Swampy, I will be hugging him to sleep.
All right, so we know the three of us now. Dolph, what's your deal?
I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at my schedule here. So Saturday is going to be basically photo op day. I got Tom Hiddleston on Saturday. I got Zach Levi. I have John Carpenter. I have Guardians of the Galaxy on Saturday. And then on Thursday, I have Ewan McGregor with me and Shire. So it's going to be photo ops on Saturday. So Thursday, I don't know, man. I honestly, so I don't know if you guys all know, I did sell my Ellie De La Cruz. It sold for a lot less than I had hoped. I got $8,500 for the card, full. I didn't have to pay any fees or anything like that. So I got $8,500. The only thing is that they will automatically file a 1099. So I don't know what that $8,500 is after taxes. I should probably find that out to know what I really have to play with, but. I don't know what that $8,500 would definitely get me a first Iron Man. I could definitely get that.
You would generally say that taxes are going to be about 30%. Like you can generally say, depending on.
So let's say it's 6,000.
That's a safe bet. Yeah.
So let's say it's 6. I could probably. I'm still in the game for a Tales of Suspense 39. I think I could still get an Iron Man. I want another because they're so. I think they're so undervalued as a Daredevil 1. I want a second Daredevil 1, maybe a 4-5 I could probably still get for like 4,500. I don't know, man. I could definitely see myself not spending a dime. Just walking the show.
Would you take your Daredevil 1's graded now, right?
Yeah, is it a 4.0?
Would you take it to try and upgrade? If you found a 5, would you take it?
Yeah, but I think at
upgrade
that point it will exponentially go up. So if I wanted to take my 4 and turn it into a 6, I'd probably even have to put in 8,000.
Well, yeah, that's where you have to look. You have to
Because
look
it'll
at
be like 20 for like a
because
6.
there are certain, even the big keys. There's some price compression for some of them. I think actually, House of Secrets 73 is one that has like this weird price compression in like 3 or 4 grades where it's like
that's because
I might be able to level up for only like
because the quality of the
2 or
paper
3 grades for
all,
just like $500.
Yeah, they're all 5.0s and below because of the quality of the paper.
Yeah,
and how even just like some color rub is just a constant thing with that book. Like you see faded covers on Swampy all the time. Like, but I think like you just said, when you get into the 6.5s, even the 7s, like you're talking big bucks. That's why
I was wondering if you saw it as a potential, if you found the right thing, right? Like, could you get and again, you have to do the research to find out like, is there a huge difference between a 4 and a 5, or is it $1,000 difference? Do you start seeing those $5,000 or $6,000 per grade point differences after 6.5 or whatever the case be? Remember, like with my freaking Star Trek 1, you were like, do you regret selling it? And I was like, no, but if I had a 9.0 instead of an 8.0, I probably would have regretted it because like it's such a huge difference. I think I had the last grade that like that the full grade the half grade, there was like not a enormous jump, but it was like between 8, because mine was an 8. But then you went to 8.5, there was a big jump. You went to 9, there was a huge jump.
Sure.
And then everyone beyond that was big too. So
I feel like any book though, there shouldn't be regrets. If you sell the high and buy the high,
Yeah, no
there shouldn't be
regrets.
any regrets. So you can't regret the lows and you can't regret the highs. If as long as you're buying in the same market,
Right.
you're transferring money in the same market. But had you like sold at the low and want to buy at the high, then you
Yeah,
obviously you're
yeah,
going to be
oh,
miserable.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, so right now is a down market, except for like the mega keys. I was just looking with Rick from Comic Fortress. He was trying to get a 9.6 Hulk 181. He's like, "What should I pay?" And I said, "Fair market value is like 25,000 for that book right now." I was like, "So you can get one, maybe snipe one for 18.5. That's a good deal because now you're reaching into like the lows of the low, but now you're into like it's creeping up again, so you're not fully going into fair market value and you're still kind of like playing in the lows." I said, so 18.5 seems like a fair price for the market correction that's happening right now. I'm not sure, but that book is evergreen. It's never the first appearance of Wolverine's never going to go down. But then again, I just looked and my Amazing Fantasy 15 is worth half of what I paid for it now. But it's a long hold. I'm not sweating about it because I'm not looking to sell it. So
Yeah.
it's fine with me. I mean,
You know what's funny? Like I think that ASM 1 has held better than AF 15.
yeah. Then you know what? That's a good point. That might be a book that I would look for because I was just looking and a 3.0 sells for like
Yeah.
5,000. So maybe a 3.0 Amazing Spider-Man 1. That would be, that's the one big
You've
one out of
never
my
owned that one,
collection.
right?
I've never owned that one. Same thing. If I can get a first Green Goblin for 2, maybe I turn my Ellie De La Cruz into like three strong Spider-Man books.
Yeah.
And maybe kick in a little extra for maybe ASM 1, ASM.
You have a Kingpin, right?
I have a Kingpin. I have a
Yeah.
Craven. I have a Mysterio. I have a Scorpion. I'm the only ones I'm missing are the 2 Vulture, Doc Ock, and Goblin. Those are the 4 big ones. I'm missing
Yeah,
first
I was just
one.
asking because Kingpin has chilled out a little bit again after
I got
after
yeah, I
so
got my
long.
Kingpin. I still have the price on it. I got my Kingpin. It's like a 5.0 from my parents for Christmas years ago. It was like $160.
Crazy.
It's
Who asked
crazy.
about my Adam Hughes stuff?
Nobody did, Jimmy. Just you be quiet. No, I'm just kidding.
Because I have these ones I have yet to put in my collection
So it's
from like
130
last.
plus those.
Yeah.
Nice. You're doing all
Nice.
right, man. So have you ever reached out to that guy who claims to have every Adam Hughes? Like, what's the checklist? What's the number?
He will not commit on how to get the checklist. Like he won't just make one and send it to all of us.
But can he at least
He
give you
on
a
the
number?
Facebook
Like, is there
page
a
on the
thousand?
Facebook page he's trying to convert his stuff into a Facebook checklist for everyone. Just give me a list. Send me a PDF. But
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 so
I thought-
so
didn't
ballpark though. How many Adam Hughes books do you think there are? 1,000, 2,000?
I'd say there's probably 1,000, just under 1,000 probably.
But this guy's also doing interiors and
He's doing interiors. He's doing publications. He's doing he's not doing cards, but he's doing publications.
Yeah.
He's doing interior stuff.
why he did cards too?
Oh yeah, he's done
Oh,
tons
my
of
God.
cards. He did a whole Indiana Jones cards. He did a whole set of those. He did a bunch of Star Wars cards. He's done all sorts of different Red Sonja cards, Image cards, Marvel cards. Like there's a lot out there.
Yeah.
And those can get really pricey too.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I actually got one of my. It was an expensive book, but I did get one of the books I really wanted recently of his. It's a Section Zero.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really cool. It was just like a one-off, but it was just this really weird, cool cover.
Didn't we find literally live on the chat here that when you did the Adam Hughes
Mm-hmm.
key collector, and then you did non-keys. That was like the best list that you had found.
Yeah.
But that was not. That was cover. Was that covers only, or what did that have interiors too?
I think that was covers
I
only.
thought it was covers only.
It's a pretty good list.
No, it's a great. It's it's something to go off of at least. Like,
So it's not anything I could print out real easy, but
yeah, because before, other than like just an eBay search for Adam
So he
Hughes
goes
cover.
he goes from 235 issues if you do keys to 680 issues if you do all.
And that's without interiors. Holy shit. That's 600 covers.
yeah.
And he's done a lot of interior work.
Jim, there's some crazy ones from early
It's
on.
funny because I'm right around 450 right now.
Are you really?
Yeah, 450 to between 450 and 500.
Good for you, man.
Oh, Jim, and you have one coming. Remember, I got you one
That's right.
in that collection that I picked up.
And there's still a bunch of my list I don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought this weird.
There's 7 Amazing Spider-Mans I need to get. I could try and get those out of the way at the show.
Aren't they all the same cover?
There are 2 different covers, 3 versions of one and 4 versions of the other.
Here's your
And the Stargazers one.
Stargazers. That's a cool cover.
It's one of the what do they call it?
Jim, do you know how? Do you know? So I picked up this tiny collection. I met this lady in the parking lot of a Christian faith center donation place. She brought the box of comics down in a John Deere Gator. It was
Nice.
she had a baby on her lap that was not strapped in at all, and
was gonna say,
and
not
so that
hers.
might have been my weirdest comic buy to date.
And she had that in there?
She had that was in the little box of comics. Yeah.
My goodness.
I kind of regret buying it, even though it was only $50 for the box, because there are a lot of dollar books. But at least I got that. I got first Vigilante too, newsstand, which was really, really clean and some stuff like that. But nothing. I was hoping to get at least like a $50 book, which Vigilante was probably a $50 book a year ago or a year and a half ago when the movie was out or when the show was out, but not now.
It won't be far along. Maybe another 2 years it'll be back again.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, back to me, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like I said, there could be a high percentage that I don't buy a thing. Or at least I'll have spent most of my money in Artist Alley on sketch cards.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the list, and there's a ton of people.
You are spending a lot of money on photographs too, though. So
You mean the photo
and your
ops?
photo ops.
Yeah. I was bummed though. What's his name? Warlock bailed on Comicon, so he was.
Oh, did he?
He was going to be in that Guardians picture, but now
Yeah.
it's going to be Mantis, Kraglin, Nebula. Who else? Oh, Yondu. And I think that's it. It's just those 4. Because I
Is it
didn't
just those
pay
4?
for what's that? Yeah,
Is it
because
just
it was
4?
going to be 5 with Warlock.
Okay.
And I didn't do the one with what's his name from Peacemaker, the guy who played the who's the bad guy in Guardians 3? Why can't I think right now?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, High Evolutionary.
Yeah.
What's the actor's name?
I forgot his name. Well, it's very African. I don't even remember how to say it.
Jim, did you check the exclusives? So there's a Key Collector NYCC exclusives thing out today. So you need to check and make sure there's no huge
Adam Hughes.
exclusive. So far, I don't see any.
I have
I don't see any books that I would be like, oh my God, Jim. There's a variant foil cover
of the Catwoman.
of the Catwoman,
Uh-oh.
limited to 500 copies.
What day?
New York Comic Con exclusive, booth 4003.
What day though? Because if
I don't know.
that shit's on
So-
Thursday, nobody's getting it.
Yeah, it says limited to 400 copies.
I'm going with Chris on Thursday. He's like, I want to go right to the McFarlane booth. I was like, all right, whatever. He's big into action figures, so
Chuckwoody Iwuji.
that's it. That's it.
Dolph, you couldn't pull that out?
Nope.
I just butchered the hell out of it.
Yeah, so I got the group photo, but I didn't get the group photo with him for an extra $100. I was like, nah, it's okay.
I think Palm Clementif is super cute.
Oh my gosh, she's adorable. I love her.
Did you guys see this freaking baller Ralph Grassetti variant that's going to be there?
You know what?
Dude, there are so many cool.
That is so cool.
That is one
Exclusives.
thing that I'm not doing. I am not gonna battle people for exclusive covers. I
No
really,
doubt,
I am
but,
not.
Oh, I'm gonna
doing
do it. I'm gonna go in swinging too.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I have no interest in doing that at all. I don't care.
I'm gonna eat something funky and fart. Keep people away.
I mean, it was nice. I walked up to Mayhew, and he was just by himself, no line. I had him sign 2 books for me. Like that's how I want to do exclusive covers. Like just walk up on a guy, be like, "Oh, I love your stuff. Sign these 2 books. That's it." I don't know,
man.
I'm not
this
battling.
This shit sold out real quick.
That Miles cover is rad.
That is pretty cool. Who did that
Spider
one?
Group cover. That is
That looks like straight out of the
Nicoletta-
animation studio.
Nicoletta Boldari. Is that how you say it? Nicoletta Boldari?
Oh, Bolar, yeah.
Yeah.
Those have been coming up quite a bit lately.
Shannon Merritt does a couple cool covers.
Yeah, Shannon Mayer.
So, Jim, so far there's no new Adam Hughes cover, but
It's just a kick in the balls when they do that stuff. Especially when it's a book that's been out of print for quite a while.
or there's a bunch of like just facsimile covers and stuff like that.
Oh, the Harley Quinn cover that I need from Dolph. There's like 4 versions of that. And
Oh my God, they're doing a variant foil cover of the Zatanna one too.
oh, Jesus Christ.
500 copies, Jim. Booth 4003. That must be Hughes's booth, maybe 4003.
That's a good question. Maybe it is.
There's a freaking killer David Nakayama Wonder Woman 1.
If they are at his booth, then he signed everyone. And if he signed everyone and they're at his booth, they're going to be like at least $150 right off the bat.
Dolph, there's an Ultimate Warrior comic, Warrior 1. It's as gaudy as you would expect it to be.
Oh, yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I love Warrior.
No
but-
Nate or anything, but
Good God, they just go in for days. The
Oh,
exclusive.
exclusive covers there's 5 at every table. I mean, it's like you could just everywhere you turn, there's another exclusive. I know like Thursday, as soon as the doors open, there's going to be 50 dumbasses just running to a table like full speed, just to stand
like
online.
it's like
for
Black Friday.
Yeah, it's too much for me. I'm too old for that crap.
Yeah, I don't. I would rather play the game of like knowing. I would rather play the game of buying classic books for resale rather than messing around with that.
I mean, I get it. My very first year I went to Comicon, I found myself on a line. I didn't even know why I was there. I got a golden Funko Pop Stanley that I ended up selling for like $400. I bought it for $25. And I basically funded my whole trip from then on. Like I would get these little Toy Tokyo exclusives and stuff, and that first year I made some bank just selling exclusives back. But it's an icky feeling sometimes too. Like I'm basically, I'm just snagging these exclusives, just spin them when somebody might really want them. They're not getting them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Adam Hughes are going to be on eBay the next day. I know that.
Of course
much.
they are at 10x. Like they buy them for $50. They're going to be selling them for $500.
No, this print right here.
Yeah.
This is signed by Chuck D and Shepard Fairey.
Yeah.
They this originally is issued in what, Jim, like 99 or something as a side by side with Flavor Flav. So where the Obey logo is, Flavor Flav's on the other side. And they were redoing this. This is a new color scheme. I actually love this color scheme.
Yeah, I do too.
They did them 500 prints, I think $80 is what they were. And and all the proceeds went to Black Lives Matter, like just straight up 100%. I was on the site 3 minutes early in the queue, and there was 500 of them, and refreshed, got through the first reCAPTCHA, refreshed, and so let's say it was 11 o'clock. At 11:01, all 500 were gone, and I bought that on eBay at like 11:35 for $180, $100 markup, and then it took him like 3 weeks to send it to me because he obviously couldn't, he didn't own it yet, so it had to get shipped to him, and then he turned around and shipped it to me. $100, $100 more than the money that's going to Black Lives Matter. And the guy had the arrogance to put on the eBay listing that it was.
Jason, none of that money went to Black Lives Matter. They went to somebody's mansion in a
benefits,
Ford Escalade or a Cadillac Escalade.
Charity.
Not to charity. They went in somebody's pocket. That's why they're all in prison now.
Who's in prison?
The lady who was in charge of Black Lives Matter. She swindled the whole freaking thing. She bought a nice house. She bought 5 nice cars. She bought her brother a house. Scam.
Went the way of MC Hammer.
MC Hammer.
So, all right. So,
I forgot. I'm going to get, as usual, I forgot. I'm going to probably find 4 posters, screen printed posters, as I usually do every year for my office. It's now spilled out of my office and into the hallway, and everybody at work loves the posters, so I'm going to keep that going.
Obviously, I mean, there can't be that much.
I would like to get a cool Comicon T-shirt this year.
Yeah, they have.
Jay and I were seeing those ones that were being screen printed on premises last year. Some of those were really cool.
I saw the catalog. There's some good ones.
I saw the baseball jersey. Looks pretty cool.
The baseball jersey looks cool. I remember last year there was a nice hoodie that I got Nick. That one was really cool. I also remember I got one of those the staff. Remember the staff, the guys that were volunteering. I loved their shirts so much. I went on eBay and found one. So I got the staff shirt from last year. I thought those are the blue ones. Remember the ones I'm talking about? The aqua blue. Those are really nice. I had to have one. But yeah, posters and sketch cards is probably my go-to for, like, spending a few $100s, not for a collectible, just for stuff that I love.
Yeah, I want to check out Heritage booth just to see what insane books
just to look at
like
the case.
The mini museum. I want to check out Anthony's to look at their stuff, just because it's cool. It's all.
And Jay's Bill Sienkiewicz will be there this year.
That's
Sienkiewicz usually has a booth.
Yeah.
He's just he was at it last year. He was sketching stuff. It was pretty cool. His booth was right across from Alex Ross's booth. Of course, it was 1/10.
Charisma Carpenter's going to be there this year.
Yeah, I saw her on the list. What is she from? True Blood or something?
Buffy.
Oh, Buffy.
There's a good old Chris Claremont. He'll be there this year.
He's always there, and he has no line, which is freaking ridiculous. How people don't know. They walk by this man, and nobody knows who he is, and it makes me ill.
Yeah, there was no line when Jimmy and I walked past him last year.
Unbelievable.
He was just sitting there.
Like, do you guys know who this man is? And they're just walking by him. He's just, hey, old man. It's like, that is Chris Claremont. He is responsible for the X-Men. I mean, it's like this. He's responsible.
He does have a banner up that says his name on it. For
Pete's sake. But I mean, I don't get. Do they not know what he's responsible for? One of the longest runs in comic history.
They do know, but they also know that he's going to sit there and chew your ear off for an hour, even as you try to pull yourself away from him.
He doesn't even ask for much. Isn't it like $10 to sign a book?
Yeah, it's pretty cheap.
Like so cheap.
But he will straight talk to you for an hour if you
I mean,
let
he's
him.
a sweet guy. I mean, he's always nice. That's why, like, I know. Oh my God, what's his name? Oh my God, what's his
Chris,
name?
did you see the metal T-shirt?
Why can't I think of his name?
Looks like cattle decapitation.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The Batman
I'm
guy.
too fat to fit into any of the merch, so
Oh, dude, those hoodies and the baseball jersey is cool.
Yeah, the
yeah,
baseball jersey.
the baseball
really
jersey's real cool.
Cool.
The
That one's gonna
two-tone
sell
hoodies.
fast.
Pretty rad.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to get. The only photo op I really wanted to get was the Doom Patrol one.
Doom Patrol.
Yeah, they had the Doom Patrol.
Who from Doom Patrol?
Diane Guerrero
Oh,
was
she's
there, and
but
a couple other
Frasier's
people.
not there. I didn't know anybody but her.
Oh man, Jim, I might have to try and get Griff this one hoodie, the Bodega Snack Monster hoodie. Looks so cool.
Susan Sarandon's going to be there Thursday and Friday. I might
Really?
try. Also, Mary Elizabeth Winstead is going to be
Yeah, I
there
know.
too. God damn, she's hot.
It's Ewan's wife.
It's Ewan's wife. Well, I'm getting Ewan on Thursday. I said to Shire, I got Ewan McGregor photo op ticket. You're welcome to join me if you want. He's like, nah, it's yours. I was like, dude, you can jump in. I don't care. It's fine. It's like, okay. The only one on I think John Carpenter's on Sunday. Nick has no idea who he is, or he's going to be meeting him. What's up, Rafaust? But I'm looking forward to John Carpenter. That's going to be cool.
What do you mean Nick doesn't know who he is?
Carpenter?
Oh, Jason Sean Alexander's
Not
gonna
only
be
that,
there this year.
Nick is not big on scary movies either. So like there goes half of his library.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is like stuff I want to share with him. Like Thing is one of my favorite movies ever. I mean, Escape from New York. Like he needs a big dose of John Carpenter.
He needs a healthy dose.
He needs a healthy dose of
Carpenter.
John Carpenter.
He
Oh
does.
my gosh, I gotta make a list.
It's important.
It is important. I
I
agree.
think all of the Animaniacs are going to be there.
Yeah, I saw those. Did you know? I don't know if you were keeping an eye on the photo op stuff, but Critical Role sold out after Chris Evans. The Critical Role guys sold out so fast.
Really?
I mean, I know the guys, and I love Arcane, but holy crap, that thing sold out so fast. That group photo sold out really fast.
I don't know. Vox Machina was pretty awesome.
Have you guys seen the Not Obi-Wan Kenobi YouTube? No.
Oh, is that the one where that's the AI, the voice, the face overs?
I didn't see that.
There's some hilarious ones. If that's what he's talking about.
Maybe.
Or you where not Ewan McGregor was talking to oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't want to be this old.
I know, I do that all the time. I'm like,
Oh,
walk
my
into
God.
a room and I'm like, what am I doing here?
This is not my beautiful house.
Not Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'll add him to my watch later list. Not Obi-Wan Kenobi. 4 seconds after Ahsoka finished. Oh, that looks pretty funny. All right, I'll add these for Faust. Subscribe. Not Obi-Wan Kenobi. That was like, yeah, they're deepfakes. There was
Yeah, the
this one. There
deepfakes.
was this one guy I remember talking to. Remember that guy? He's like a Keanu Reeves lookalike. I was arguing with him that he thought it was AI. I said, no, he's just a lookalike. He's pretending to be Keanu Reeves. It's not AI. He's a lookalike. No, it's computer
Chris.
generated. I was like, no, it's a guy who just grew the same beard.
The guy who played Hodor from
Yeah, he's there.
he's going to be there. This picture in particular looks just like you.
Yeah, I was gonna say Christopher can do the Hodor.
I think you could go in there and make some serious money. And just walk around.
I'm gonna do a Hodor lookalike.
Mhm.
He look like a Hodor.
Yeah, I.
Lex Luger's going to be there.
Who is?
Lex Luger and Jake the Snake.
They're always. Excuse me. At the wrestling booth,
I guess.
usually it's Sting. Godfather was there. Rafiki was there.
Matt Hardy's going to be there.
Ooh, Matt Hardy's gonna be there.
Yeah.
And he is
Heroes Hideout booth 3181.
Yeah, they're always at the end of the what is that called? The lot? That one section or the yard or whatever it's called. They're always like the back end.
The Junkyard.
This year is going to be way different because the last 2 years it was empty. Like there was like Whatnot took over last year. Like it was ridiculous how big the Whatnot section was.
Yeah, do you think that's even going to be a thing this year? Like,
I mean, Whatnot is as big as it was. It's bigger because last year they launched, and this year they're like, it's crazy. Comic Tom will be peddling his goods in the far corner by the Dungeons and Dragons dice. I saw him last year. I was like, you suck.
He's terrible.
Yeah, because this is like the first full year the people are a little bit better with COVID and stuff. There are so many people in here.
There's going to be so much COVID at New York Comic Con this year.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my god.
Norman Reedus is going to be there.
Yeah, but he's not going to. He's
not doing any signs.
No, he's going to be at a panel. He's not going to be.
Yeah.
I'm so over everything Walking Dead. I can't stand it anymore. They have 5 spin-off shows now after the first one ended?
They have 5 spin-off shows?
Well, Norman Reedus has his own spin-off show. There's
Rice Darby's going to be there? Oh man.
Terrence Trent D'Arby's going to be there?
Rice Darby.
Wishing well to kiss and tell.
Oh, wishing well.
I can't whistle.
I'd actually meet Rice Darby if I could. He's hilarious.
Who's that?
Rice Darby from everything that is Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi.
He's the redhead. Flight of the Conchords manager.
Oh. Yeah. He was the game
That guy.
The game narrator in what do you call it, Jim? In the
Jumanji.
I always get him confused with what's his name from the British Office.
With Ricky Gervais?
No, the next lead, the guy who played the
Stephen Merchant, the 9-foot tall one.
No, the guy who was the Jim version of the UK Office.
Oh, the guy who played in Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion, yeah, which was terrible.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, what's his name? But he always reminds me of him.
My favorite role of his is when he in Love Actually. When he's one of the characters in Love Actually, one of the 95 characters in that movie.
There's a lot of characters in that movie.
My gosh, this guest list just keeps on going and going.
Yeah, but they're not real. Like they're not real guests. Like you can't go and meet them. They're all in It's like everybody that's even in a panel is on that list.
I know. I just mean they're listing.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, that's really sad.
What?
The costume designer for the Mandalorian and stuff.
Yeah.
She was supposed to be there this year, and she passed away.
She died like 2 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, half the Mandalorian cast is going to be there.
No Pedro Pascal.
Nope.
No Pedro.
No Pedro Pascal.
There's Art Germ. Art Germ's going to be there this year.
Grogu's going to be there.
Yeah, Art Germ's going to be there this year.
Be in Artist Alley.
Chrissy Zulo is going to be there.
Oh my gosh!
I like
there's Susan Sarandon.
I'm just going to be digging by myself. You guys are going
to be Micah.
You guys are going to be enamored.
There's Ted DiBiase.
What?
I'm going to go.
Ted DiBiase is going to be the
$1 million man.
I'm going to be like, what's Artist Alley?
I'm gonna go to Mary Elizabeth Winstead and just like faint in front of her.
Just stand there and drool.
Just stand there and drool.
Tim Curry's going to be there.
You know what? As much as I would like to meet him, it's not him anymore. He's in a wheelchair. He can't speak. Like, he had a massive stroke. I just...
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's a shell of himself. Because they had an opportunity to get, like, a Susan Sarandon, Tim Curry, like, dual photo, and I was like, that's not Tim Curry anymore. That's not Satan. That's not... What was he in Clue? I forgot. Not Mr. Body. It was just the butler.
The butler?
He's the butler. I freaking love that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Clue is awesome.
Yeah, Jay. Even though I'm rattling all these artists off, I'm not going to be going to all of their tables.
You say that.
This is like what Mike Tyson said. You got a game plan until you get punched in the mouth.
Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
So I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get there. I guess I'm just gonna play it by ear. I'll do a lap. I always do a lap before I spend a dime, and then I'll see what I'll see.
I think we should try and have a proper meal.
John Tyler Christopher's going to be
I
there.
feel like we didn't eat.
No, he's not. He canceled.
Oh, did he?
What did we eat? We stopped at B Dubs last year when we left the city, right?
Should
Like
definitely have dinner after for sure.
Oh yeah, you're right. There's a huge section of people that canceled.
Yep. Well, the biggest
Johnny
one,
Cates canceled.
Ian.
Oh,
Pocher.
that's par for the course.
Yeah, he does every year, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Jodie Whittaker canceled.
I'm upset that what is it? Murder Falcon guy, Daniel Warren Johnson.
Oh yeah.
Who's the guy that does Power Bomb?
That's him.
Daniel Warren Johnson.
That's him. Oh, God, I love him so much. Like, he is so that Ultra Mega and Power Bomb are so good.
He did Murder Falcon. Murder Falcon's awesome.
I don't
If you
think
haven't
I
read
read
it,
that
read it.
one. I'll have to read that one. I'm a season ticket holder to that dude. He's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Olivier Coipel canceled too. Thor and Magic Order.
Did that get picked up? I think it did, didn't it?
Magic Order? Yeah, it's in development.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right. I'm old and tired. I got to get out of here.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm donezo.
Well, I'll tell you, Dunzo or not, you look amazing with that new camera.
That's true. 4K.
God, you look
4K
beautiful.
at Dunzo.
I can see your
4K,
individual
yeah.
your individual beard hairs.
So, Jimbo, the question is, if I'm coming out after work on Thursday, do I stay at your house or do I drive to Dolph's house and stay at Dolph's house?
I won't be there.
Are you going to be Dunzo? Is Dolph going to be Dunzo? Whose house do I go to?
Oh, I'll be up. It doesn't matter, Jace.
You can come to my house where I'll already be asleep.
I'll just sleep in my car in the driveway.
I'll have to put up the blow up mattress or something for you though, because Mom's gonna be on the couch.
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna stay in Dolph's basement. I'll sleep there amongst the boxes.
You don't want to do that.
He's got a big couch.
I have a couch upstairs. I only pee
Got a big couch?
I only wake up to pee 3 times a night. You'll be good.
It's all right. I'll just be sorting comics from the collection you still have to go through.
Oh my god. I did the last box he gave me. I went.
Hey, Guar's gonna be there.
Who?
Guar.
Guar?
Guar's gonna be there.
How would we know whether it's just cosplay or Guar?
Didn't he die?
Booth 4509.
Well, yeah, David Brocky died, but
Yeah, he
War's
died.
still around.
That's what's his name? I forgot his name. What's his stage name?
Odorous Orungus.
Odorous Orungus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died. So without the monster penis, what's Guar?
You mean the cuttlefish of Cthulhu?
Cuttlefish of Cthulhu. That was
Guar
a,
is not one man.
that was a
Dolph.
good documentary. But I
Guar
mean,
is
he's
eternal.
the lead singer.
Guar is eternal.
All
Have
right.
you heard of like Leonard Skinner or like see every other band? Like see other
See,
every
the
other
thing is, there's a mythos behind it. So he just went back to Scumdogia.
Yeah,
band?
That was a good documentary too. The Guar
it was a good
documentary was
documentary.
awesome.
I never saw Guar, but I did see Brand New play the night after Guar played in State College years ago, and Jesse from Brand New slipped on fake blood from the night before
Nice.
and hit it pretty hard, and he just in the middle of the song from his knees was like, "Guar."
That's great. That is great.
Yeah, Guar's going to be there. Hailstorm, the lead singer from Coheed and Cambria.
Well,
At least he writes comic books.
Yeah, he's very.
But
Yeah.
what is Guar doing there?
I don't know.
They're-
They just have a booth number.
Guar-tacular,
They
I
have a
suppose.
booth number?
Yeah, 4509.
Guar has
I'm
their
looking
own booth?
for where you're finding them because I have not seen them on the guest list, but I only look at the comic stuff. So
Man, I have a feeling this is going to be
Chris,
back
Jimmy
to-
has scored
back
through
to
several
1990.
miles. At
They're
this
right between Greg Horn and Hailstrom.
So this is going to be like right back to 1999 when Comicon was 2 million visitors.
They'll be there on Friday, so they will be there the day we're there.
But Odorous Orungus is not going to be there.
Crazy.
So is not Guar. Just a bunch of guys that dance in the background.
ugh.
All right. Well, I think I'm from Team Chris at this point. I'm dying too.
Oh, come on.
I'm dying.
All right, so what's the plan? Jimmy, Jason, you're coming with me and Jeff on Friday, and Chris will meet you there, or you're gonna solo it, or we'll make a game plan when we get there.
Yeah, we'll make a game plan when we get there.
You're
It's
going
gotta-
with your UK friends.
Oh, there they are. Look at that. Guar.
That's a
They
line.
are in fact going to be there.
On Friday.
Like Jason said, that's like Leonard Skinner. It's just like this is the guy that roommated with. Oh my God, what the hell was his name? The lead singer. Well, his brother took
Hailstorm.
over, right?
What a crappy band.
Crappy band.
Friggin' Hailstorm.
Where's Spanidu Ballet? Are they going to be at Comicon too?
I didn't see them in there.
Now, if it was Ailstorm, we'd be talking.
Look, Jason's already asleep.
I am asleep.
Yeah.
I was up
All right.
this morning.
Heath
For all those
Snyder's
who are
gonna be
done
there?
so.
Jason, I will give you a buzz when I come back into town after Con Thursday. If you need to stay at my house, you're more than welcome to.
All right, Jim. I'd probably get there. I think Mom would maybe be asleep or just before getting to sleep, depending on when I can get out of work on Thursday. So
Oh, by the way, Jace, Dave and Mac will be there.
What time are we talking, Jason?
I'm
probably
leaving.
like
All right, bye, Chris.
maybe like
Chris.
See you Friday.
8:45, 9.
Okay.
Off.
Yeah, give me a call. I might, I certainly have the room for you.
Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll talk with Jim this week and
Because I mean, either way, we're leaving Friday morning together. So if we just scoop Jimmy up and my friend Jeff.
yeah. Because when did we leave? We left at 7 last year. 7:30. When did we
don't have
leave?
to
I don't
that
remember.
early. I like to get there around 10. This way you could just walk right in and not.
Yeah, I
have
guess
to
we
deal with the
had a
mob.
little time in the morning, didn't we, Jim? Did we see
Yeah,
the?
we had breakfast.
Yeah, I say we go get breakfast and then.
Oh,
We'll
that's
just-
right. That's
yeah,
right.
we'll
Yeah,
go
because
from
I felt
there.
like we left before the girls got up. But yeah, I guess that's right. We probably went to the diner.
Yeah, we could do that. I just the
Dominga's going to be there, Dolph.
who?
Dominga.
He's always there, but I gotta say, as much as I love his work, he's not the nicest guy in the world. He kind of
Oh, really?
dismisses you, and not only that, he's got all he has at his booth is prints. He doesn't sell original art, so I'm like, yeah,
Does he have a sister or a wife?
who?
There's a Chrissy Zulu Dominga as well that's going to be there.
Probably his wife. I know I think he does have his wife at his booth. Yeah, ever since Marvel started having him do covers, he's got his own book now. I think he's too good for everybody now. Otherwise, I was a really big fan of his. I still
Well,
want
it's
to
going
get.
to be an interesting con, I think, this year.
Did you ever see my 2 original Amingas?
I have.
You were with me when I bought them. The Ninja Turtle and the what was the other one? Rogue.
I think so.
They're really nice. I like them. All right. Anyway, listen, Jay, if you're gonna be back in town around 8:45, I'll definitely be home by then because Chris has to get to a baseball game, so he needs to be back here by 6.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know for sure which way, because like I hate to obviously to miss Mom, Jim, but if Mom's already asleep, if she's just passed out on the couch, then it'll just be
But
you.
you'd see her Friday night.
Well, yeah, because I won't leave until I won't leave until Saturday morning.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep you both posted.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to stay here. I gotta. Well, I mean, the couch in the basement isn't the most. I wouldn't.
It's
say it
just
down
like
here.
when Jimmy and I have to do it at the house. You know what? There's like if we both try and get showers, there's a lot of in and out of the back hallway there, and I'm always concerned I'm going to wake up one of the girls, and that's good for nobody. That's good for no one.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a fun. It's going to be a fun con.
Yeah, I say we stay until the shit closes too.
Yeah, my mom and Amanda have already come to grips that they can't count on us to be home for dinner or anything. So
No, I
Yeah,
say I don't
what
know
did we
when it
stay till,
closes
like,
on
4 or something
Friday.
like
It closes
that?
at 8 o'clock. What's that?
I think we stayed till we didn't stay super late. I think we stayed till like 4 or 5 last year.
I know what I always like to do on Friday is because Thursday doesn't work because all the artists aren't in town. But Friday I always like to stay late and finish my because Artist Alley's open an hour later than the con is.
Oh, really?
So you can always like after the con, like around 6 or 7, I'll head down to Artist Alley and just close it out at Artist Alley, and then just head out from there.
I love how there's only 4 guests of honor:
Who are the guests of honor?
Chris Evans, Ewan McGregor, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and Tom Hiddleston.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead is a guest of honor?
Well, she's
I
Ewan
mean,
McGregor's wife,
yeah,
so
of
she
course.
better be.
She's a plus
Listen,
one.
I love her. All right, I will let you guys go. Everybody in chat, thank you so much for
Yeah, thanks for
participating and listening to us
Mhm.
bozos talk.
Let us know.
Maybe we'll
let us
see
know,
some of you guys there.
Yeah, are any
Yeah,
of
let
you
us know
guys?
what your.
Well,
It'd be
Joe,
awesome if Faust was going to be
Joe
there.
and Rafaust are definitely not going to make it to New York Comic Con, but Michael, I don't know where you live, so maybe you will be at Comic Con if Michael's even here. But anyway, have a good
All
night,
right.
guys.
Yeah.
Jason, Jimmy, I'll see you. Well, Jason, maybe Thursday, Jimmy, Friday.
All right. Peace.
Sounds good.
Sounds good, guys. See ya.
Hey, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.